Man of Steel, Grae. What do you give it?
I'm one of those who actually really liked it. I know the backlash after over time it got a lot of backlash and people started to actually not like it. I still think it's a good film overall. A good start. So I would give it a B.
Okay. Yeah, I would give it a B too. I think it was a very good solid start to the what's it called, the DCEU. Here's the thing. I did not grow up watching the original Christopher Reeves Superman. So I watched it more as an adult, and I can see why people didn't like this version of it. It's because it's not Superman, and it's too dark. Superman actually kills someone, and it's not the happy positive Superman that everyone grew up loving.
Yeah,
but
he didn't save his dad too.
No, that's fucking stupid. That's the dumbest shit ever, man. The fact that he's like, it's like, bitch, I could save you in like 2 seconds, man. Shut the fuck up, pussy. But yeah, but overall, what I did like about the movie, the action and the flight especially. Like, this is the first movie where I felt like they did flying perfect. I'm like, I felt I was flying with him. I was trying to keep up with Superman as he's flying. The action was the first time where I felt like when Superman punched someone, you're like, holy fuck, I felt that in my dick. But yeah, overall, I'm with you. I give it a B overall as a good start. And plus, this sort of has nostalgia factor for me because it's like one of the first ones that I really liked. And I believe it was executive produced by Nolan, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's and you gotta admit the fucking soundtrack for it is really good by Hans Zimmer's. Holy shit, man, it was fucking good, especially when he was flying. I thought they did Zod and the whole fights and stuff like that. I thought that was really good, but it just the Superman and the Clark Kent of it was not there. But I still agree with you. I will give it a B. I'll give it a B. It's solid. It's solid. Next one. Which one's the next one? Wait. Are you fucking serious? Is the next one Batman versus Superman?
I can't see the other. What's the one beside it?
Okay, so this Aquaman.
Yeah.
Batman versus Superman. Oh, we have the extended cut of Batman versus Superman too. Birds of Prey. We have Justice League, the Joss Whedon version. Shazam. We have Suicide Squad, Wonder Woman 84, original Wonder Woman, Snyder Cut, The Suicide Squad, Peacemaker. I didn't watch, so I'm gonna put an NA.
Me too.
And you got Batman versus Superman, the extended cut, The Flash, and then Aquaman. I might be missing some. Okay, so let's see.
Okay, I can't say anything with Birds of Prey because I have not seen it.
I did not watch Birds of Prey. I heard it's garbage as fuck. Wait, is Blue Beetle's not here, huh? I didn't put Blue.
Oh yeah, Blue Beetle. Yeah, Blue Beetle.
I'll add in Blue Beetle. Blue Beetle. Blue Beetle. See.
And the two Shazam. Oh no, I see Shazam 1. What about Shazam 2?
Yeah, I don't think Shazam 2 is in here too. I'll go ahead and see if I can. See. Let me see. I'll grab this one. Okay, save. Okay. Oops, not download. Get the fuck out of here. Okay, is Shazam 2 not here? Okay. Shazam 2 is not here. Let's see. Shazam 2.
Oh yeah. I saw the comments. Black Adam's not there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Black Adam. Yeah, okay. Did not watch that one either. Let's see. Shazam 2. Did you watch that one? You watched that one, right?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. That one I didn't watch. See. Save. Where the fuck is it? All right. Let's see. All right, there's that, and then there's Black Atom. All right. Let's see. Just put I just put this one. Okay. I'm doing it as fast as possible, chat. Okay. All right. Give me a second. All right, there we go. All right. So, in terms of
can you zoom in a little bit? I think everyone's having a hard time seeing. Yeah,
okay.
yeah, that's better.
Can we see? There we go. There it is. All right. Okay, I'm trying to see what DCEU's movie in order. Okay. Order of release. Okay, so the next one is order of release. Let's see. All right, so the first one is Man of Steel. Second, wow, yeah. So the second one is Batman versus Superman. Okay, all right. So Batman versus. Did you watch the extended cut?
I did, but I cannot recall the distinct differences between the OG. To be honest.
Okay. All right. Now, if you can, then I'll talk about it. I do remember some of it. Okay, so let's talk about Batman versus Superman. Go ahead. What do you think about this movie?
I felt it was a bit. This was the point where I felt that DC was trying too hard to catch up with Marvel, with the MCU, because they were building the characters one by one. And in this movie, they were putting everyone in. Oh, Wonder Woman's gonna be it. Oh, Flash is gonna be in it. So I did, and the twist was the Martha twist just didn't stick to landing.
Dude, Martha, what did you say that name? Your mom's name is my mom's name. Oh shit. So yeah, I agree too. So this movie was super fucking rushed. It introduced like what 3 to 4 extra characters.
Yeah.
I fucking hated Lex Luthor.
Yeah. And
So,
I feel like even Doomsday was pretty much butchered here.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Because Doomsday is an alien entity. It's not a fucking like manufactured like Kryptonian like Zod body bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So which is it, man?
It's gonna be between a C or a D. I don't think it's that bad for it to be an F, in my opinion.
It's not an F for sure.
It's a C or a D. Where would you put it?
Okay. If I was gonna give it a D, it would be like a high D. If I was gonna give it a C, it would be like a low C. Like I like the introduction of some of the characters. Like I'm trying to see what I liked about the movie because there's a lot of stuff I hated. This is the first introduction of Batman.
Yes.
The Batman warehouse scene was fucking god tier.
Yes. I was gonna say that.
Holy shit, that was fucking god tier, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Other than that, everything else was pretty much it was pretty awful. You do get the first like you get the first like Wonder Woman song and stuff like that. That was pretty cool. Other than that, everything else was pretty. I will give it like a D plus.
Okay.
So I'll put it at a D.
Okay.
What are you, C or D?
Yeah, I think I'm convinced it's a D. Yeah.
All right. Now let's do extended cut. The extended cut, did it add anything for you, or you don't remember it?
I do not remember. You're gonna have to remind me if you remember.
Okay. So they added a little bit more, not a lot. They added how Batman stole the fucking the kryptonite from Lex Luthor's place. It showed a little bit more bullshit, but it didn't add a lot. Like it made me go from like to like all right. So,
Oh, okay.
like,
So,
it's like a C at most.
I actually don't remember that part that you mentioned where he's trying to. So I'd put it at D still because I don't even remember it, even though you told me.
All right. So if it's a D, then we'll put it a high D. We'll put a high D. All right. High D's nuts. All right. So next one will be Suicide Squad, the one with Willie Smiths. All right. What'd you give that one?
I hardly remember anything in that movie, and I don't recall it being that good. Well, Jared Leto, but even then, it's still not that great. It's getting. I wouldn't rank it on the same level as Batman versus Superman. That's the thing.
Is it worse or better?
I think Batman vs Superman is better in a little bit, not by a lot, a little bit.
Probably a D then, huh? Like a
yeah,
but
yeah.
it'll like be behind like Batman versus Superman.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree too. Like, what did Suicide Squad bring to like? Margot Robbie was perfect casting as what's it called again? Harley Quinn. Everything else in the movie sucked. Fucking Enchantress. No, what the fuck is that? The bad guy was stupid. I believe it was like Enchantress's brother or some dumb shit. And you got to see like Margot Robbie's butt cheeks. That's about it, man. And they fucking ruined Joker. Like fucking, it's like it's gonna hurt really bad. It's like, oh, shut the fuck up, man. Oh my god, he got damage on his forehead. Yeah, fuck the shit. D is nuts on a minus. D minus. Next one would be Wonder Woman, OG. Now this one would be like this one's highly rated for me. It's like the thing is that it's not a perfect film by any means. The last act falls off pretty fucking hard. You fucking got Lupin from fucking Harry Potter being the bad guy with his fucking mustache sticking out of the armor, which is fucking stupid. But the rest of the movie, the act 1 and act 2 was great. So go ahead. What did you think about this movie?
I would put it B.
Yeah. Is it better than Man of Steel?
Yeah, that's a question. In terms of Diana as Wonder Woman, I think it's on par in her character. So I would put it a top notch from Man of Steel.
Yeah, I agree too. I think it's like at most, if I'm being generous, it'll be like an A minus. But that last act really fucking ruined it for me. Like the first act was really good. It was really strong. No Man's Land was really, really good. They did the relation between him and between Chris Pine and Wonder Woman really is really well done. And I loved a lot of the side characters, right? And then the last act, oh my god, Lupin comes in and he's like, Harry Potter. Just like it ruined it for me. But yeah, I'll give it like a B plus. I'll give it a B plus. All right. Oh my god. Original Justice League. This one is pretty fucking bad, man.
Yeah. I think I would put it on D too.
Yeah, I agree. But where? Where? Okay, what did you like about the movie and what didn't you like? And we're sort of like you the more you talk about it, the more you'll understand. Okay, I think it's like a high D or something like that.
I would make it a. Oh, wait. What did I want the movie? Honestly, I need to recall also the Snyder cut because Snyder extended a lot of things. Cyborg, the big thing for Snyder, that made it a lot better. I don't recall Brainiac being in the Josh Whedon one, so there's no Brainiac, right?
No, there's no Brainiac at all. There's the
Yeah.
the only bad guy that they brought in for the Snyder cut
That
was
was Steppenwolf.
Darkseid. Darkseid and
Oh
Apocalypse.
yeah, Darkseid. But in the OG, the Josh Whedon, it's all about the wolf,
Steppenwolf.
right? Steppenwolf.
Mhm.
Yeah. Uh yeah, it wasn't. It felt kind of rushed too. So I would put it. It's hard comparing mediocre movies to mediocre movies.
Which one is less mediocre?
Yeah, that's the tricky part in the D section. Okay, I think it's better than Suicide Squad, but I'm trying to contest to myself: is it better than Batman versus Superman?
Mm-hmm.
That's the hard part. Mm, I would. Man, this is hard. What do you think is better, Batman versus Superman or Josh Whedon Justice League?
Okay. So the Joss Whedon Justice League was pretty fucking awful. CGI was garbage as fuck. The mustache thing was really bad at the beginning. Superman, the phone scene at the beginning.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Shit, that was awful.
Yeah.
And then they fucking do you bleed? Fucking like it just like oh my god, man, it was so bad. Okay. Like I'm trying to separate like from what I remember from the Snyder cut. The backstory for Cyborg was not there at all. You don't get the only thing they added was like the phone scene, and then at the end where they do the race, where it's like where they're like, okay, something about brunch, that bullshit thing, brunch thing, which is fucking retarded. And then at the end, they do the race. I know it's an homage to the Batman versus the Flash, who's faster. But overall, I would say this movie it's better than Batman versus Superman, but it's not better than the extended edition, the Ultimate, in my opinion.
Yeah, I was actually thinking that. Put it in between those two.
Yeah. Like I think it's like right here.
Yeah. I was thinking about
right?
that.
Like because I gotta remember when I first watched it, like what did I like about it? The only part that I really, really enjoyed was when all of them are trying to fight Superman.
Mhm.
Right? But that scene was also present in the Zack Snyder cut.
Yeah.
Okay. So since we're talking about Zack Snyder, the Justice League, well, since this movie basically came out in the same year, it wasn't finished until way later. But we're gonna do this Snyder cut as well. So Snyder cut, I would say is superior, definitely superior than what's it called again, the original, because it adds a lot to the character development. It adds way more to the Flash. It actually shows like Iris West in the beginning of the movie. Yeah. It shows more Cyborg. It shows Darkseid, which I love Darkseid as a bad guy. It shows the nightmare sequence and all that stuff. So I'll let you go first.
Yeah, you pretty much nailed it for me. So I would put that on a C scale.
Yeah, it's like a little bit better, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is, at what cost though? 4 hours.
Yeah, it's so long.
Yeah, like I remember I was watching it with my wife. We literally had to take an intermission. We're like, all right, halfway through, all right, let's go get something to eat. We'll come back like 30 minutes later, right? So I would say I would say it's a lot better, but I don't think it gave me that same feel as like Wonder Woman or Superman. Yeah, so I agree. I'll give this is our C. Okay. Next movie will be Aquaman original. This is
Okay.
before Amber Heard.
Yeah.
This is
That's the
before you
thing.
found out that she's a
Yeah,
piece of
before we
shit.
found out. Yeah, we found out everything. uh, in terms of it being grounded, in terms of just it doesn't really expound on the DC universe, the bigger picture.
Yeah,
Which
it's pretty isolated. It's
yeah,
pretty self-contained.
yeah. I think it does a well enough job. I mm, I would put it at C also, or would C me? Hmm. It's either a C or behind Man of Steel.
Yeah. I would say okay. So this movie, a lot of girls liked it because
Yeah, for sure.
permission to come aboard literally bursts a lot of the females' ovaries, right? basically is like, holy shit, he's so fucking hot. Like, I'm trying to see the things I didn't like about it. I didn't like the fact that he's very dude bro. He's like a frat boy. I didn't like that. But overall, the movie was entertaining.
Yeah.
I like the fights, the fight scenes. I do like Patrick Wilson as Orm, and I do like Dolph Lundgren. This is when I still thought that Amber Heard was hot,
Yeah.
but my mind could be clouded. Okay, so I would say overall I enjoyed it. So I would give it like a low B. Like I'll put it behind Man of Steel. What would you give it?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's fair for sure.
Okay. All right. So behind Man of Steel. Okay. Next one would be Shazam 1.
Shazam 1. Who was the villain again in Shazam 1?
The guy with the eye, and he fucking brings out the 7 deadly sins. He's like this bald dude. I'm bringing it up.
Yeah, I need a reminder because it's been so long. But yeah, I recall kind of liking it. I recall liking the first Shazam.
This guy is the villain.
Right.
He's very forgettable. I like the actor, but he's a very forgettable villain.
Yeah. Yeah, and back then it was just him. Shazam was the only one who had the powers.
Yeah, but the thing at the end of the movie, he did like grab onto the staff and say my name, Billy. It's like no. So, but yeah, Mark Strong. Thank you.
I recall liking it. That's the thing, though. Even though I can't remember if you asked me what the story. I recall liking it. That's the thing. Maybe above. Still C, but higher than Snyder Cut. Simply because Snyder Cut is way too long in life. 4 hours is a huge time investment. That's where I would put it.
Yeah, I think overall I found it to be enjoyable. Other than the fact that the bad guy is sort of forgettable, I did like a lot of the movie. The part that like it was actually like pretty. I'm like, holy shit, this movie is like it got pretty deep. Was like I remember he has this little like globe or some shit like that or a ring, and like his mom got it for him when he was young because his mom was like super poor, right? So his mom got it for him when he was young, and then he had to put him up for a orphanage and stuff like that because the mom couldn't take care of him. And then he found his mom, and he's like, "Remember this?" And he's like, "What is this?" Like, "What is this?" And I'm like, "Oh fuck, man!" Like she doesn't even fucking remember. And And like seeing that, I'm like, oh, like it touched on like some pretty deep moments for like orphan people who are like who needs like adoption, stuff like that. But overall, it was a fun movie. I thought it was good. I like Zachary Levi, so like I could be a little bit biased, but yeah, I do agree. I think it is better, or at best, or worse on par with Justice League in terms of enjoyment. Yeah, Justice League is just way too fucking long. The Zack Snyder cut.
Yeah.
All right, next one will be Birds of Prey. Joker does not count because it's not DCEU. I did not watch Birds of Prey.
Me neither. So NA.
Okay, so there's no NA here, so we'll just leave it down here because it's a piece of shit anyways. But overall, from what I heard, it is not good. Okay, from what I heard. So we'll leave it unrated since we didn't watch it. Okay. Oh shit. Next one. Spider Woman. Wonder Woman 84.
Oh god. That's gonna be the first F in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
It's the plot is just too bad. The plot is so bad, and yeah, Diana doing that thing with some random dude. Yeah, that's an automatically F for me.
Yeah, it's my first F for sure. I didn't like it. It was a big waste of time. It's the first movie where she's like, "Oh, I can fly," you know, like I can actually fly. I didn't know that. And then, I thought Kristen Wiig was okay. Pedro Pascal's character was sort of stupid. You know, life is great, but it could be better, right? Whatever, some bullshit. But yeah, this is really bad. It was so forgetful. I wish I didn't waste my time watching this movie. And of course, you got to compare it to the original Wonder Woman, right? So this is my first F as well.
Yeah,
it was pretty bad. Next one would be The Suicide Squad. Did you watch this one? The one with John Cena.
Oh, that one, no. So I'm gonna have to trust your word for it.
Okay. So it is better than Suicide Squad original. I thought that Peacemaker, which is John Cena's character, and Idris Elba's character was pretty funny. This movie was definitely rated R for sure. There's a lot of dick jokes, but overall I enjoyed it. It didn't make a lot of money, and I thought the Weasel was hilarious. The Weasel was pretty funny. It was played by James Gunn's brother. And but overall, yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty entertaining. I would give it like a low B, to be honest.
Okay, yeah, I think that's fair.
The only part that I didn't really like was when like Harley Quinn was like taking out a bunch of bad guys by herself. Of course, it's not believable. But overall, I'm like, if this movie is better than the original Suicide Squad, I think it's good. So in my opinion, I give it like a low B, or like high C at best. Okay, so next one would be Black Adam. So this one I have to trust you because I did not watch Black Adam.
Okay. It does have some plot loopholes, like how did they know that artifact was residing in this particular location? Like they knew it right away from the start, and it was under threat of being taken by bad guy. I forgot the name of the bad guys, but yeah, it's an artifact of great power, and they wanted to take it for themselves.
He came out as like an anti-hero, right?
Yeah. Even though he's supposed to be a villain, right? Not really an anti-hero.
He's supposed to be he's a villain. He's supposed to be a villain.
Yeah. And given that we know he was supposed to be the arch nemesis of Shazam, I would put it and they introduced these Justice something crew of people that I wasn't really invested in. Like Hawkman.
Just a Society of America?
I think so. Okay. With the Hawkman, not Hawkgirl, the Hawkman. Yeah. Okay. I would put it after OG Suicide Squad. I would think Batman versus Superman's better.
OG Suicide Squad. Damn.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right. So I trust you on that one. And at the end when Henry Cavill showed up, did that change anything for you?
Remember, what the version I watched didn't have it.
Oh yeah, he didn't show up at the end.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, would that have changed your mind if you did see him?
But the thing is, though, like, if they followed through, maybe, but if they didn't. Remember the time Henry Cavill got cooked so hard by Warner Brothers?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, a tiny bit, but I don't think it beats Batman versus Superman. So no.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Next one would be this is you again. Theory of the Gods.
Oh god. It's hard. It definitely F for sure, guaranteed F. But I but I don't know which is where Wonder Woman or that. That's the hard part. That's the hard part. Mm, okay, maybe okay. There was that touching part towards the end with Billy Batson talking to his mom towards the end when he was about to save the world.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, Wonder Woman makes a cameo here too towards the end. Although
But
it's
she
unnecessary.
saves everyone, right?
Yeah,
According
she
to what I
saves
heard.
everyone. It's kind of okay. A little bit better than 1984.
Damn.
Okay.
Damn, 84 was that bad.
Yeah.
Damn, that's pretty that's brutal. Let's see. All right. Next one would be The Flash. Okay, Peacemaker's a TV show, I believe, so we're gonna omit that as well. So The Flash. We have 3 more films. F plus.
Yeah. Yeah. I think looking back now, watching Aquaman 2, I think I was a bit harsh on it. It legit had its good moments, like the final moment with Flash and his mom. Like he has to undo the stuff he did. That was actually really good.
Mhm.
Which hmm. Mm, I would go as far as better than OG Justice League.
Okay. So right over here.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think that placement is good. Kara Zor-El was not a woke character.
Yeah.
It didn't have any woke moments in this movie.
Yeah.
And Michael Keaton is good. I like Michael Keaton a lot. What's it called again? The old what's it called? Dun-dun-dun-dun. You get the fucking Danny Elfman like music in there is really good. There's some parts I legit laughed out loud, but it was just me because it was stupid. There's a part where he was like, he thought he was running really fast in the fucking, he's like, he's running in circle. I legit laughed at that because I was like, okay, that's stupid funny. And I like the fact that they lost. I like the fact that no matter what they did, they lost. I like that. I like that. But there's a lot of things I didn't like. Of course, I don't like Ezra Miller as a person, so that already like makes me not like the movie.
Yeah.
The fucking worlds colliding at the end was fucking stupid, and the CGI was really fucking bad. It was really fucking bad. But I can be nice to terrible CGI if the story itself was good. The story itself was not good, but I did enjoy some parts of it. So yeah, I think a D is where it'll stay. So all right, next one is Blue Beetle. Blue Beetle. What do you think about that one?
I would put it a top notch of Black Adam.
Okay.
Yeah, because like it's nothing. There's nothing terrible about it, but at the same time, there's nothing good about it either. But just that Black Adam was like, it's not his character, and some parts of the plot were a bit contrived. At least Blue Beetle stayed consistent all throughout, although nothing compelling. So I would put it a notch above Black Adam.
Okay. I thought Blue Beetle was like meh at best. And pretty much forgettable overall because I actually forgot most of the movie already.
Mm.
All I know is Susan Sarandon was a bad guy, and then she forced this one guy to sort of be like her puppet.
Yeah.
And then you got Batman's a fascist. And then for some reason, Abuelita is like super strong for some reason, and she knows exactly what to do. And like she's like a super gangster or something. And they
Oh
talk
yeah.
about it.
Now that you mentioned those, like definitely in between Black Adam, but I can't decide if it's better than Black Adam or not. Now that you mentioned all those
And
that I
then
forgot.
yeah, let's talk about Blue Beetle. I thought I'm just gonna call him Miguel because that's who he is in what's it called again? I know his name's Jaime.
Yeah.
But the guy who played him, I do like him in Cobra Kai. I think he plays a good character. I think he did great as the character or whatever the best that he could be. But overall, I think this is like it is in D tier, but just where in D tier. It's definitely
Yeah.
I would say it's definitely better than Suicide Squad. But now for you, do you think it's better than Black Adam?
Mm, yeah, I forgot a lot of I'll admit I forgot a lot of those stuff that you mentioned. So yeah, I think yeah. Since if we think about it, it's like Batman's a fascist and Grandma somehow knows everything. It's behind Black Adam. Yeah.
All right. Now, so last one is Aquaman. So we just talked about it earlier today. And now we just like sort of did a whole refresher. It's funny that none of them is an A or S tier.
Yeah.
None of the
Yeah.
DC movies are an A or S tier. That's actually
Yeah.
hilarious.
After Dark Knight's like Dark Knight would have been S, but it's not on the list. So too bad.
Yeah. All right. So where would you put Aquaman?
mm, I think it's better than Black Adam.
Okay.
Yeah, but if is it better than Batman versus? I don't think so.
No, I would say Black Man. I would say Batman versus Superman. I would say that the reason why this one is memorable for me, to be honest, it's that Batman scene was just so fucking good. Everything else in the movie
Yeah,
is pretty much trash. But
yeah.
is there anything in there in Aquaman 2 that was like that? Where it's like, holy shit,
Nah.
the scene was fucking amazing.
Well, the closest thing was the fight between Arthur and Black Manta. Some of them were actually legit pretty.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I
Yeah.
actually do like Black Manta as a villain. Like he has legit
Yeah.
reasons why he does not like Arthur Curry. Because
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
killed my dad. You know, like you
I,
didn't
I
save me or my dad. Like fuck you.
yeah. I actually wish they just stuck to him instead of that thing that controlling him with the when he takes possession of the trident. I just wish the regular guy and he's just so devious or just so clever that he manages to outwit or outsmart Arthur. I think that would have been a better plot. So yeah, I think it's better than Black Adam, but
Yeah.
not. I think not as good as Batman versus Superman. Yeah,
Yeah, I agree. I think that's a good spot. See, here's the thing. I know I heard Peacemaker was really good. I heard it was funny. I heard it was good. I didn't watch it. And Grae didn't watch it either. I believe it's a TV show. And Birds of Prey, I just heard we didn't watch it because I'm not gonna watch that bullshit. So here's our tier list. In S, nothing. In A, nothing. In B will be Wonder Woman, Man of Steel, followed by Aquaman, and then for me, this is the Suicide Squad. I thought that one's it was pretty good. It's a solid movie. And then it'll be Shazam, the Snyder Cut, extended Batman versus Superman, The Flash, Justice League, Batman versus Superman, Black Adam, Aquaman, Blue Beetle, and Suicide Squad will round up your D tier, and then F tier is Shazam and Wonder Woman. Man, the fact that like there's nothing in A or S, the fact that Marvel has some A or S's for sure, but DC has zero. That sucks. man. But yeah, I think overall this list, at least according to us, I think it's pretty good. I think this is a good list. The fact that most of them are in D, it just shows how bad DC has been doing. Like, I
Yeah.
think if DC stuck to their guns and just did like one-off movies like the Joker, I thought the Joker was very entertaining. It is like a lot of like different movies and stuff like that, but overall I thought it was good.
Mhm.
And the Batman was decent. Like, I give it like a C plus, B minus at best. But like, you have nothing that it's like, there's no one movie here that's like perfect through and through.
Yeah.
Like, as much as I love Wonder Woman, like, Act 3 sucks. Right? Act 3 super sucks, right? But this is their best. Right? And of course, like, I do like Man of Steel. Like I said, I'm one of those people who like Man of Steel, and I know for you too. But yeah. Chat, do you guys agree with this? Do you guys agree? Scarlett Johansson is ass tier. Yes, true.
Mhm.
Yeah, A and $2 I agree. But yeah, it sucks. It definitely sucks. Now, do you think the reboot is gonna change anything? I know we're basically, this is our last hurrah. Aquaman is the last DCEU movie. Do you think the new James Gunn verse, the new DCU starting with Superman Legacy, do you think that's gonna fix DC?
Uh, so far, I think he got the casting right with what's the guy's Corin Sweat, David Corin
Yeah.
Sweat,
Yeah, I think Corin's one. Yeah.
and Lois Lane is what's her name again from House of Cards? I forgot, but he got those two characters right, minus Henry Cavill, of course.
No, but they also got Jimmy. He's a white guy, not a black guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's a white guy with red hair.
For
Yeah,
me, that's somewhat tolerable compared to. I mean, if this was Disney, they would salivate to make Lois Lane black immediately, right? They would make Lois
Yeah.
Lane black. They could probably go for the gay son Superman arc if it was Disney. So it really
Danny says no, DC sucks.
But I think DC would work more if it went back to its more darker tone. Man of Steel, Dark Knight kind of tone. Because it became brighter over the succeeding ones. They went for a more comical, more humorous and brighter tone.
If you think about it, it's James Gunn's fault because of Guardians. I think ever since Guardians of the Galaxy, everything sort of had like a light tone to it. So it's not too dark and grungy, right? Because that's what DC was all about. Dark.
Yeah.
It's like, it's sort of like, even like, Deadpool made fun of it. It's like, oh, it's just so dark. It's so grungy. It's like I'm in a DC universe. So he actually made fun of it in Deadpool, right? So, and I think ever since James Gunn, they for some reason, like I enjoyed Ragnarok, but that's the most funny it should be, right? And then Taika Waititi made it like super like hilarious, literally a joke in Love and Thunder. But I think you got to find a nice balance between everything, and there should be some like wholesome moments. Like, I know what's it called again? Do you remember that moment in Wonder Woman where she eats ice cream for the first time?
Yeah, I think so.
Like, she goes, and then Chris Pine is like, "Oh, here." And he's like, "What is this? Ice cream?" She's like, "What is this?" She's going, "It's ice cream." He's like, "It's wonderful." Like, just even some small things like that, like, really feels like you're building the character, you're building the personality, and that's the reason why, like, when the part 2 is hard follow up, is because there's what else can you do to make it better? As you can tell, Wonder Woman 2, Aquaman, and then Aquaman 2, and it's not good. Shazam and Shazam 2. Like, all the second ones, the ones that comes after, hasn't been doing well, right?
Yeah.
Like, I would say, like, with the outlier of the Suicide Squad, but like, you changed out like a lot of the characters other than what's it called again? Harley Quinn, right? Yeah, Jason Momoa did dirty on Juan. To be honest, it's James Gunn. James Gunn's the one who sort of like ruined everything. But the thing is that like we're not sure how bad the script of the Fallen Kingdom was to begin with, right? But yeah. Overall, very sad state, and this is the final nail in the coffin for DCEU. Yeah, F in the chat for sure.
Thanks for checking out this segment of the Project Eggroll podcast. If you like what we do here, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and you will know next time when we go live. We do go live every Saturday at 8 p.m. Once again, we are just getting started. Tons of more video to come. Thanks, and we'll see you guys next time.